We moved as a family from London to Manchester in February last year. And I got a new job as part of that, and I work for Talk now, who are headquartered in Salford, and we've been doing quite a lot of work with the Oasis Hub Media City. So we as an organisation support that community organisation, particularly around Christmas time. So I thought to myself, do you know what? If I'm going to put myself through this again this year, I might as well try and raise a bit of money. And they're a very, very small kind of charity. They've got a small team. I thought, it'd be quite a nice thing to do to motivate me, but also to help them out. So, so I got in touch with Hannah, who's the hub leader, and I said, we've already set up a crowdfunder because we are trying to encourage people at work to donate to that fund. And I said, you know what, just give me the link and I'll kind of share it with my family and friends and see if we can get some money in for that. And we're doing really well. So even before I started running, no pressure, we've got 68% of the target. So it's going really well. And that will hopefully provide some local families with a nice hamper for Christmas. So Christmas goodies, fruit, some presents, things that, me and you would probably take for granted, but not everybody has. And I just kind of had a conversation with Hannah, the hub leader, and said, how can I help? Yeah, so it's entirely dependent. So I'm going to have to be very, very flexible. So I've got 2 young children. So I've got a son who's 3 and a daughter who's 6. So that adds another bit of complexity into everything. I just basically every day have to look at what my schedule is and then factor in the time. So it'll sometimes be in the dark and the wet, probably quite a lot in the wet. You have to be very disciplined and not make any excuses. I think the biggest challenge will be physical. Yeah. It'll be how my body copes with it. It will be having to kind of run through a little bit of pain. I mean, mentally, it's no problem. Well, actually, getting up in the morning when it's cold and wet, I might feel a bit grumpy about it at times, but it'll be physical. It'll be a physical challenge more than anything else. This specific campaign is, so we're starting with trying to help out 25 families. So that's our kind of base aim. So each kind of parcel or package costs around £40 to put together. So we've kind of put a fundraising target of £750. But I see that very much as a kind of starter for 10. So once we get kind of to 25 parcels, we're going to try and get more and more and more. So we're going to try and help as many families as we can, essentially. We're doing a couple of other things through our partnership with Talk and the Hub. We're also doing like a gift collection. So we're asking all of our staff to donate board games, jigsaw puzzles, nice family books, things like that. So that's in addition to the kind of crowdfunder around the parcels. And we're also going to send we're going to nominate one of our members of staff to be Santa and go down to the parent and toddler group and give out presents to the local community. So it's almost like a ripple effect. So we're kind of, but for me, the run will be raising that hard money to support those families. It's obviously become even more acute kind of during the pandemic, that families need support. And I think if we're in a position to be able to support these families, then that's what we should be doing. The pandemic brought a lot of hardship to a lot of people in many different ways, not just financial. And if we can help support people, by giving them a lift in their mood, as well as kind of giving them something like physical in their hands, then that's a really good thing, so that they can also enjoy kind of Christmas time like all the rest of us do. So it's a kind of like a boost to morale more than anything else,